Today in the studio, folks, I got a real treat for you. Andy Elliott in the house.
Come on.
If you guys don't know who Andy Elliott is, you're going to eventually, no matter where you live, no matter what you do. But he happens to be a sales trainer in the, I would say, space of entrepreneurship. Whether you're a business, it doesn't matter anymore. I would have said before, car sales. But dude, you're evolving. You're getting up and out of just the automotive space.
That's right.
Now you're training frickin' all kinds of companies, all kinds of leadership teams. You're getting known for leadership, not just sales.
Well, everybody's got to start somewhere. That's it. We started automotive. The first podcast I ever did with you, we were smashing automotive. We're still smashing automotive, but we're branching out and it's 2023 and it's time for war.
Yeah. And what's cool is I convinced him and his wife, Jackie, who's sitting on the couch. You may not see her, but anyway, convinced them to come and help me train some of my Real Financial folks. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I started a company called Real Financial so we could show people literally how to get out of the rat race, you know. And what do I mean by that? I mean, make $300,000 to $500,000 a year. Because dude, if you don't have any money left over, it's hard to invest. And if you can't invest, you're not getting out of the rat race. So like you have to either live below your means, drastically below your means, which a lot of people just refuse to do, or you just need to make more. Mm-hmm. So like me, I don't want to get rid of my cars and get rid of my houses. I want to freaking make more. So a lot of people got confused. I'm like, dude, I looked around, I saw all the industries out there. I ran into one, insurance space, financial services. I found out it made more millionaires than any other industry on the planet. And I said, man, I got to build a company to where I can lead people right out of the rat race, build a ladder, include the training and everything. If I can get the best trainer, the best compensation, the best carriers, and the best timing. I mean, when COVID hit, dude, and especially now, 2023 is the absolute best time on earth. But anyway, so now I convinced Andy and his wife, Jackie, and his whole freaking Elliott Group to come in and be the training arm of Real Financial.
Brad, anybody listening to this right now, everything that you just said, just in case anybody doesn't understand it, I'm going to lay it down real easy so you can pick this up, okay? As a salesperson, I wanted an opportunity. I was hungry, didn't have an education, didn't have any experience. Got in, made a lot of money. Now, when I got in the automotive space, when I was younger, you had to have inventory, right, Brad? Do you need inventory with insurance? No. Is it recession proof? Yes. What is the barrier of entry? Everybody right now needs to ask himself one question. What do you want to make a year? Let's just be real. Let's quit bullshitting each other. What do you want to make? If what you want to make is $300,000, $500,000, $1 million a year, guess what? You need to be in the insurance space and you need to do it with Brad Lee, and we will train you to become the best in the world. And I'm going to explain this to you. When I say barrier of entry, Brad, a guy wants to become a doctor. He's got to go to school for 7 years. He gets $250,000 in student loan debt. Then he goes to residency for 3 years, makes $60,000 a year. 10 years later, 10 freaking years, and paying back $250,000, he gets the opportunity. What did I say? Opportunity. Nothing's given to him. Opportunity to do what? Open a practice, work 6 days a week from 8 in the morning until 8 at night to make $300,000 to $500,000 a year. They can start this business right now. We have
not true. They got to get their license.
That's right.
If they have a license, they can start right now. But if not, then they have to get a license, which takes probably 10 days.
Brad, listen, everybody wants to graduate, but not everybody wants to grab a book and go to school. What Brad's saying is that if you have the courage to put forth a little bit of work and go to school.
That's a requirement.
Yes, and take your license. Here's the deal. Okay, can I ask everybody a question? I'm just going to get straight to it. Okay, I want to work with Brad Lee. Okay, I look up to him. I always say my mentors in life are people that have gone where I want to go. I just literally was sitting there. I was asking Brad. I saw a picture of him in his office when he was 21 years old with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. And I was looking at all these pictures. And what does that tell me? As Brad's about to be 54 years old on January 27th.
You ain't lying.
Okay. It tells me that dreams come with the price, Brad. And what took you 40 years, 30 years to learn, okay? You didn't know about insurance when you were 21 years old. Okay, you were trying to figure it out. You were looking for a vehicle, but you didn't have a Brad Lee in your life. You were talking to everybody to get all the information. Now it's here. It's Real Financial. It's very, very simple. If you can get your insurance license, and I'm going to give a number. Listen, I'm going to give it early. I'm going to give a number. I'm going to give a number. If you'll text this number, I will send you information on what you need to do. Brad will pay for your pre-licensing. Brad, it's $300. He'll pay for it. And then you go get your test.
People say, wait a minute, Brad's going to pay for it. People always ask me, what's the catch? What's the catch? I'm like, dude, what do you mean? Well, what's the catch? I said, there is no catch. And then they get to the school and they're like, hey, it's $300. And I'm like, dude, use the code I gave you. It's free. They're like,
it's free.
Dude, is it really free?
My favorite 4-letter F word. Free. It's free. And I'm going to give you a number. Everybody write this down. Whether you do it or you don't, write this down. 712-409-7325, which is actually 712-409-REAL, like the real Brad Lee. Listen, Brad, if they'll text that, I will send you over the information. I will send you over the pre-licensing link. And I promise you, listen, 10 days later, okay, you're mine. You're mine. You're Brad's. We are going to war. Brad's, what does my shirt say?
Real financial army.
Army, baby. Listen to me. If you're around 5 crackheads, you'll be the 6th. That's guaranteed. But if you're around 5 badass millionaires, it doesn't mean you'll be the 6th unless you're consciously paying attention, Brad. Here's what I'll tell you. I don't let people fail. You know how I am. I'm psycho. I'm obsessed. I'm an underdog. I see the best in people. If you're watching this right now in 2023, 2024, whatever the hell year it is that you're watching this and you're like, dude, I'm looking for my way out. Okay. I need somebody that's going to rip my greatest best out of me. That's me. And all you have to do is get your damn license. And now, number one, you're recession proof, Brad.
And then excuses can end.
Dude, that's it. You're free. And by the way, listen to me. Can I ask you a question? And by the way, Brad, if they're not willing to work hard, they're not going to make it anywhere. And by the way, the sad thing about it is that the time's going to pass anyways. Okay? Choose your hard. Do you want it to be hard and fail and lose and be broke? Or do you want it to be hard and win and join some winners? If you're watching this right now, and I'll make this very clear, if you want to work with Brad Lee, if you want to partner with Brad Lee, if you want to join an army of savages who take care of their families. Brad, my team, dude, I'm telling you, they cheat on their wives, their girlfriends, they're fired. They're gone. You don't go to the gym. You don't take care of yourself. You're gone. Brad, I want the best for everybody. Well, you don't have to be one dimensional. So if you want a great life and you're watching this and you want to totally recreate, well, how about we make you a lot of money? And how about you have your best life too and surround yourself with somebody who won't let you settle? And
raise your standards.
Yeah, raise your damn standards. 3 magic words. But you got to get around somebody that, Brad, watch this. If I saw that you had food on your face and I said, hey, Brad, you got food on your face. And you're like, what, dude? I ate 3 hours ago, man. I've been hanging out with people for 3 hours. Those 3 people didn't tell you had food on your face because they don't care. People who care about you will tell you the truth.
Or they're weak. They're embarrassed for you, so they wouldn't want to tell you because then they would know you know.
But bottom line,
just like a booger in the nose. You ever see people with boogers in their nose and like nobody tells them? I always tell them.
I always tell them too.
And if we're in front of a bunch of people, I try to be nonchalant and be like, you know. But if they still don't get it, I say finally, eventually, I'm like, you know, I try to do code. Like I'll be boog left nos, left nos. But you know, you see some of these people sometimes where like they're breathing in and out, and you can see it go.
Yeah, dude. And
I got to go, bro. Because why? Because, dude, I don't want you to keep going. You might see 10 more people with that shit in your nose. But we're not talking about boogers in the nose. I'm talking about this. Why do people make excuses in your mind? Because there's people, listen, there's people out there right now, as you know, they're making 60, 70, 80 grand a year. There's people busting their ass in the car business. There's realtors that cannot sell a house to save their damn life, but they're decent salespeople. It's just the market right now. There's people selling mortgages. There's people selling furniture. There's all kinds of sales professionals in the world that are not millionaires. Can we just be honest? They're not millionaires. Nor are there a lot of millionaires in their business. Like, in other words, there ain't a lot of millionaire car salesmen.
That's right.
There are some. It is possible, but most of them are making what, 80, 90, 120, especially now. Cause dude, the heyday's over for the car business for a while.
But Brad, let's say they are making that money. Can we all say a word? Reoccurring.
Yeah, I agree. We could talk them into still doing it, but dude, I want to just find the people that are out there making less than 100, 200. And they're like, dude, I've been doing this forever and I need to wake up, right?
Yes.
Get to the next level, find a group that I can level up with, and move on. And then there's all these people that are listening also that are not even making 100. Those are the people I want to wake up. Like, dude, how do you get more money? Number one, you got to sell something, right?
Yep.
Well, again, insurance, get your license, financial services, IULs, annuities, 401k, stuff like that. Dude, everybody, there's an unlimited marketplace for
Brad,
that.
can I stop right there though and just say, if somebody hears you say insurance, IULs, annuities, and they don't have money, they don't know what that means. Let me explain this. We'll teach you. Please. In one day, I've got college dropouts dropping out of school 6 months later making $50,000 a month. I'm not telling you that that's going to be you. If you're committed, if you'll work hard, I will make you the best. Brad, you've seen it done. You know what we do. I just wanted to say, if they don't understand, what does a confused mind do? Nothing. If somebody doesn't understand insurance, I'm going to ask, real simplicity, are you coachable? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, text the damn number.
Yeah. Or if you just want to make money, just trust me. Because I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer. Anyone can do it. The question is are you willing to? Because I've had people say, well, Brad, it can't be that easy or everyone would be doing it. And I'm saying it is that easy. You say it's hard. I don't necessarily think it's hard to freaking study a little bit, get a license, and then freaking do the work. And by the way, if we didn't have you and or me at the fucking helm training people every day, then it might not be as quick or possible.
That's right.
But you got two of the best sales trainers on planet Earth training people every single day of the week, live and virtually.
Yes.
Meaning we've got interactive courses. We've also got live meetings going on every single day.
Brad, I want to say something real quick.
People are going to think this is a commercial to start, but it sounds like one. But I'm telling you, I almost want to make it one. Why? Because, dude, in 2023, I want to make at least 1,000 millionaires. So in order to do that, dude, I need to recruit thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah, who wants to be recruited to be a freaking millionaire? Come on, man.
Because have you ever heard the saying, out of 100 people, one is a warrior?
Yep.
You know,
rest are targets.
Yeah, something like that. That's the one. So that's why you need way more to find the one.
Yeah, so let's ask everybody, are you the warrior or are you the target? And by the way, when I say this, look, dude, if you're making $5 million a year, Brad's not trying to ask you to stop your business and come over and do this or making $100 million. Brad's talking about the people making less than 100, making 200, making 300. You had a good 2022, but 2023 seems to be adjusting. I see realtors already, they're going to make a third of what they made last year. Okay, they don't have to. You don't have to settle. You don't have to stop fighting. And by the way, listen to me. You can literally dial one day a week and you can make additional income. You don't have to do this full time. I just want to be clear. We have a lot of, I'm going to say they're housewives, they're moms. They take their kids to school. While their kids are at school, they dial for a couple hours, a couple times a week. Dude, they make an additional couple grand a week. Some of them are making more money than their husbands that are working full time. All I'm saying is I don't care who you are. They text that number. This is what's going to happen. Number one, they're going to get mentored by me and you. Number two, if a guy called you right now and said, hey man, I want to do some live coaching with you, Brad. I need an hour. Dude, it's at least 10, 15 grand. And even if you can put it on your schedule, dude, they see you weekly. They get the live training. You don't pay for it. It's free. If anybody's ever wanted to be in close proximity to you, they've ever wanted to, and they're willing to do the work and they want to be a warrior for you, then come join the army. That's it, man. And I'm telling you, in 3 years, Brad, in 3 years, I can guarantee to have a damn different life. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right, but now, let's move past the commercial section of the conversation.
Let's bring some value.
Why do you think people, even though they just heard us, and it's free, so it can't be a scam, it's free. We're going to show you how to make money. We'll give you the job. We'll pay for your license. It's free. You cannot be a scam. If you still think it's a scam, you're a fucking idiot. Now, why do you think still, after all that, there will be people that continue to do their normal ass shit?
Can I answer that?
Why wouldn't everyone listening that I'm talking to? Because again, if I'm making $7 million and I'm enjoying my life, I'm not going to go sell insurance. Yeah. I don't need to.
We're not talking to you.
You know, or if you're just fucking straight up happy with where you are, like, dude, you could be making $35,000 a year, happy as a pig in shit, and you know you're not interested in change. Well, not talking to you. But most people, they're trying to figure out how to get up here. And I've got a ladder, sturdy as hell. All you got to do is climb it. Why aren't those people making a decision?
It's very, very simple. Brad, I'm going to give you two things. Number one, you always say people never out-earn their own self-worth. Number one, maybe they don't think they can have a life like that and they don't think they're worth it. However, in our situation, right now, most of the people that are working with us are making 5 times more than they ever imagined in their life, and they had to trust us blindly. Okay. And we let them, which is what people want. They want to be led by people that have been where they want to go. Okay. Number 2, I'm going to think about something real quick, right? Why don't people make it? Brad, what do you think?
Because they give up and they don't have a very good work ethic.
And by the way, working your ass off, but also loser dialogue. Brad, what if I say, well, what if I do it and it don't work? Well, dude, winners say, I can't afford to be in the same place next year and it not work. I can't afford for that to happen. The cost is too great for me not to do it. Dude, I know what 2022 looked like for me. I know what it looked like. I know if I'm 18, if I started working at 18 and I'm 40 years old now, and I've been working for 22 years, or I'm 30 years old and working for 12 years, and I've got 50 grand in the bank, dude, you've managed to save $3,000 a year since you're 18 years old. Are you ever going to retire? No. Brad,
if you are, you're going to be hurting.
Right, Brad, can we talk about something and just skip? And I don't even know that this is something we're going to talk about. Can we fast forward this and say, if a guy did start with us and we taught him to make a ton of money along the way, they had reoccurring money comes in, which means once you make the money continues to come. And then after 2 to 3 years, they're making a whole bunch of money. They decide that they want to get out and do something else. Can we talk about EBITDA real quick? What that means, all the money coming in and what they can do with that? They can sell it for more money than they have coming in, and they can get out and take a check. Am I right?
Well, they can sell their business, yeah.
It is a business. If you text the 712-409-32 or 7325, 712-409-7325, you are starting your own business literally with zero entry cost, and all you have to do is get your license. And it is game freaking on. And you have to work your ass off like you have to do in any business if you're going to make it.
712-409-REAL. Just remember that. It's easy. And by the way, if you're driving or you're walking on a treadmill and you're listening, you don't want to, stop, just text. That's all you got to do is text.
That's why we did a text, so we could just send you the
Bomb
info.
Squad to this number.
Yep.
And you'll get all the information you need, everything you got, or everything you need to start the process. Because the process is, number one, you got to get licensed. If you're already licensed, you can still do this because the process will filter those out. Go.
Can you talk about if somebody's an insurance agent and they're watching this right now, can you please tell them what you'll do for them if they come over to our army?
Well, if you're in the insurance space, you would know that, you can make really good money by yourself, but you can make a lot of money with other people. And it takes a long time to build a team and grow your agency and grow your network. And it takes, sometimes 10, 20 years. Well, because we have the ability to pull a lot of people, we're building people's teams for them. What does that mean? Well, that means dude, I get just from this podcast, I will get thousands of people calling in. Well, I need licensed agents to walk them through some things. I can't do it all myself. Andy can't do it all himself. So what we've done is we put together interactive virtual training and weekly training that Andy's running. And I'm telling you right now, that in and of itself is worth doing this, even if you don't stick with it.
Yes.
Just come get educated and learn and motivated and then go out and kill it in some other industry. But if you're already in the insurance space, you already possess a license. All you do is get contracted with us and a few of the carriers we tell you to get contracted with, plug into our system, and we will. And if you're kicking ass, again, you got to kick ass. Yep. Here's the disclaimer, folks. You're not going to come hang your license and then get a big team because we give you a big team. It doesn't work like that. You got to first come on board. You kick the ass. So we know you can kick that ass. And then we are going to give you people to grow because we have a lot of new people that have never kicked any ass. So we need a lot more ass kickers that are already licensed, that already know the industry. And I don't care whether it's IULs, annuities, we can do them all.
Yeah, we don't care.
Okay. So again, you want to be a high level financial advisor that takes people's, money and turns it into more money and investment and great. You want to do mortgage protection, final expense, doesn't matter. We can do it all. And what's crazy is we've got systems and processes that literally are plug and play. We've got all the tools, all the training. You don't need anything except the desire to win. If you bring the work ethic and the desire, the rest is handed to you. Now, back to your question. What we do for insurance agents that are already licensed, we basically, assuming you can come in and kick some ass, build your team for you in a big way.
That's it.
I don't want to name names, but we have a couple of insurance agents that came with me, decided to jump from wherever they were, and they ended up, they're quite happy. Let's just say,
dude, their overrides are massive.
The other day I just said to one of them, how many people have I given you? And she said, a couple hundred. And I said, no, not how many are writing. How many people have I given you? And she said, yeah, a couple thousand people. So folks, what that taught me? That taught me is I need more people because people can't handle thousands of people. So if you're in the insurance space right now and you're listening to this podcast, I'm telling you right now, if you got a license, I'd be texting that number. Mm-hmm. Again, 712-409-7325. I'd text that number and I would freaking jump on board as fast as you could, because I'm telling you, nobody in this business builds your team for you.
Yes.
And we got the highest compensation model.
Yep.
And we've got the freaking best training, and we've got the best leadership, and we've got the best culture. Our events are off the chain. Mm-hmm. Like people always in these industries give out a bunch of free events. Dude, people kept wondering why we're not charging for our events. Like I bring in a lot of big name speakers. Andy's already a big name speaker. I'm a big name. Well, I wouldn't say big name, but we're well known in certain circles.
Yeah.
But you don't get that with these other agencies. You get lower comps, and I'm talking about ridiculously lower. So if you're in the insurance space right now, your comp model, I'm telling you right now, is more than likely ridiculously low, and you're just not aware of it.
Yeah. And Brad, can I say one thing?
I can make your pay probably double to triple that it currently is. If nothing else changed, I would just elevate your pay levels.
Brad, I want to talk about culture for a minute. How a person thinks. You always say this: mindset, skill set, habits, right? Look, Brad, you talk about that little bomb button you hit all the time. The only way to wealth is through self-education. Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay, so if somebody got in this and they didn't even want to sell insurance for a long time, but they wanted to get in close proximity to winners, learn how to sell, close, influence, persuade, and be great, and be around great people, develop a great mindset, would this be the way?
100%.
Dude, that's it. Listen, hey, and by the way, once you get in, you drink the Kool-Aid, you see the money that's involved, you get around winners, you're never going to want to go back. You know who I'm looking for? Brad, I'm looking for some new leaders. I need some new leaders. If you're watching this right now and you look in that damn mirror and you say, man, dude, I believe I'm great. I really do, man. I truly believe I just need someone to be by my damn side and I will be great. Okay? I am telling you, you join me and my crazy ass will make you a savage. And that's it. If they'll have the courage to text and get in and get their damn license, they come over to my side and then we go to war with you, Brad. It's over, dude. This is war.
So why do you think people still won't help themselves like this? Like, in other words, why not? Why are people afraid to sell? Why are people afraid to jump on things like this? Why are there going to be a big percentage of people that do not text? They do not do anything. Matter of fact, they might have already even shut the episode off going, all they're trying to do is get me to sell something. Why do you think people are like that?
Yeah, because I think a lot of people don't understand the system. Okay. They don't understand it. Our boy Andrew Tate, right? He got arrested. He already told her. He talks about the Matrix. Okay, dude, you talk about the system, whatever you want to call it. Okay, look, a lot of people are average and they don't know how to get out. Brad,
who's got lower blood pressure?
Well, Brad has a little lower blood pressure because coffee's for closers and I drink a little more coffee. Okay. But I will say this, I run like this even when I wake up, but I will say we are doing blood pressure competitions. Everything's competitive, man, when you're around the right people.
And that's what pushes us. That's what pushes you. That's what gets you to the next level. But I don't want it to, again, I mean, dude, so far I'm looking like, dude, this 24 minutes is straight commercial sounding. I don't want to dropping bombs to be a commercial.
No, it's 24 minutes of straight opportunity.
I know, but I want to ask some questions. So there might be some people listening that will listen to answers that explain deficiencies.
Ask. Ready? Why won't they get it?
Like, for example, why can people listen to a deal where it clearly isn't a scam because there's no money involved, and they still don't believe, they still don't pull a trigger, they still don't jump? You said because they don't think they deserve it.
Yes, and Brad, they need to alter their identity.
Yeah, but you think they don't think they deserve it. What does that mean?
That means this: you'll never out-earn your own self-worth. That means if you look in the mirror and you don't believe that you're worthy of being a millionaire, or you don't believe that it's capable, if you don't think you can run a 4-minute mile, you can't. Okay? It's physically impossible.
So how do they fix that? So maybe we got a whole bunch of people that are that way.
I'm going to tell you. Ready?
How do they fix that?
Alter your identity. Alter your identity, recreate yourself right freaking now. Watch this. So number one, all the experiences you've ever been through in your life, Brad, all the things that people said, the elephant, right? They tied its leg, they staked it in the ground when it was a baby. As it got big, it could easily rip the stake out of the ground and run away, but it's got a damn leash on it. Look, performance equals knowledge minus leashes. You know what that means? You want performance. You want it, Brad. I'll give you all the knowledge, but if you got leashes in your head and you don't believe that can happen for you, minus the knowledge is gone now because you got a leash, man. You got to unlock. If you're watching this, you have to unlock. What does that mean? Don't text, stay in your job where you're at right now, but alter your identity. Okay. What does that mean? Recreate yourself. Okay. Who do you want to be? Brad, I would tell everybody right now, tell the biggest lie they've ever told in their life. I'm going to give them permission to give the biggest lie ever. Look in the mirror. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to act like? How do you want to behave? Do you want your wife to admire you? Do you want your children to look up to you? Do you want to look in the mirror and like who the hell you are? Do you want to go to the ATM account and pull out that damn receipt and look at it and say, hell yeah, baby. You want to do that? Then guess what? Take the feeling and believe that that's already happened right now and lie to yourself. Lie. And then guess what? Start working your ass off. Get around great people like us. And you know what will happen? You'll look up and reality will catch up and it won't be a lie anymore. That'll be who the hell you are. So if you're watching this and that's how you want to get out, that's how I got out. Go ahead and tell yourself the lie.
Okay, now what would you say to someone who's maybe they're already in the insurance space? Mm-hmm. They're listening to this and they're thinking, yeah, I've heard all this bullshit before.
Yeah.
Like I've heard all this bullshit before and it never happens. What would you say to them?
People don't burn out. They lose their purpose. You forgot why you started, man. Look, I see a lot of dads and moms take their kids home from the hospital day one. Okay. I'm going to read you a story every night. I'm going to say prayers with you every night. I'm going to tuck you in. I'm going to give you a shower. And 2 years later, they're not doing that stuff with their kids. They're saying goodnight while they're watching TV. I see you guys. You marry your wife. She gave you her life, or your husband. You gave him everything. But then you know what? 2 years later, your partner's sleeping in the same bed. You're miles apart. You know why? You can't keep it new, man. Brad, you know what's unique about me and you? Me and you. Me and you wake up every single day grateful. The second we wake up out of bed, I can't even believe we were forced to go to sleep, but we have to sleep a little bit to survive. Life's too damn good. Okay, some people are acting like they're going to live twice right now. So if you're an insurance agent and you're watching this and you're like, I don't believe this. Dude, stay where you're at, man. Okay, stay in hell. Okay, or you can come over.
But what if it's not hell? What if they're quite happy?
Okay, settle. What you've done is settled. And I want you to understand something.
But what do we offer more than the rest?
Well, number one, what we offer more is that if you can do a good job, which means you're better than average, okay, and you can sell policies, we will give you people who want to sell policies and let you teach them. That will give you overrides on those people.
I wouldn't say let you teach them because we're already teaching them.
Well, I mean, I'm saying this.
We would like you to shepherd them.
Yeah, we'd like you to be a mentor to them, to help guide and answer questions while we're training.
Shepherd and override.
Yes, and then guess what? Take as many as you can and help be a leader. Dude, Brad, leaders make leaders.
But that's by the way, how you go from making $500,000 to a couple million is being a leader. You know, showing other people, helping other people. That's, again, I mean, you know, when I started making millions of dollars, when I look back, it was when I started helping a lot of people. Mm-hmm. When I was just trying to help myself, it never worked. I mean, I got decent, but I could never get past this glass ceiling. And the reason why is because I wasn't helping people. I was helping myself. Yep. And then as soon as I started helping other people, that's when, you know, the money started rolling in. Same thing with this. In the insurance space, folks, you can make a good living by yourself. Keep to yourself. Don't have to bother nobody. You know, just do your thing. You're quite happy. Everybody's happy. No, you know, there's no issues. But if you want to go, you know, 7-8 figures, you're going to have to grow an agency. You're going to have to, you know, help a lot of people. The question is how do we get those people? It's hard to go out and recruit. You know, people think it's an MLM or something. And by the way, folks, this is not an MLM. It's the financial services industry. So a lot of people, because I've been told in the past, you know, about insurance, but it sounded very MLM-y to me because I wasn't aware. And I'm like, that's an MLM. You know, I don't want to be in an MLM. Well, dude, you know how many people out there that kick ass in MLMs? Quite a few.
Yep.
But the majority don't. Okay, it might be the same for the insurance space. The majority aren't. Well, get around the ones that are.
That's it.
And that's us. And let me tell you something, by the way. If you're an MLM and you haven't made money in 6 months or a year, they tell you to keep going. Guys, they just want you to keep paying your auto ship. Okay? If you haven't made money in 6 months or a year in MLM, dude, come give financial services a try. It works very similar, meaning you do get overrides on your team. But at the end of the day, guys, trust me when I tell you, if you're going to make money in the MLM space, you're going to make it within the first 6 months to a year. Now, I ain't talking about big money. It takes time making big money, but you're going to make money. Dude, we've got people that literally started and 30 days later are doing $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month, and they're kids basically, and they have no idea, dude. I've had people literally cry to me based on, dude, I can't believe this. And I'm like, well, hey, you did all the work, but they're literally crying over it.
Yep, Brad, I'm going to add to that. I'm going to go back to this. You talked about an insurance rep that's, maybe fulfilled or not doing great. And you talk about all these people that are coming in.
They're just comfortable. They're not going to jump at this. They're comfortable. They don't want the pain, Andy.
Comfort kills. And by the way, listen to me. You know what's funner than fun? Winning. I think Andy Frisella said that. Okay. And I want to say this to you, Brad, this is heaven on earth. You love what you do. You're surrounded by great people. Brad, if you're a married insurance agent right now, or you're single and you're watching this and you're 18 years old, I will assure you, when you're around people like me and Brad, you will create infectious energy. You will learn to be a leader. You will not only make money. This is not about money. The person you will become along the journey with Real Financial is priceless.
We're making better humans.
That's it. Brad, there's a guy in the lobby right now that he paid 50 or 75 grand to spend the day with you, to shadow you. Listen to me. Okay. All you got to do is freaking join us and you're ready to roll. And the reason why I say that is because every day I hear people, Brad, I'll pay you 500 grand. Let me hang out for the week. You know what Brad says? Don't have time. Okay, Brad, people DM me.
500 grand, I got time, folks. So if you got 500 grand, I got time for that.
Well, my point is that Brad gets DMs every day. And you know what he wants? He wants you to go to war with him. When I say go to war, he wants you to go and do what Brad likes to do, which is win. Brad's looking for people right now. We don't care about who you are, your name. We want to build a name for you. We want an army. That's why the shirt says army. We want an army. And by the way, we don't play to play. We play to win. We want you to win for your children. We want you to win for your wife. We want you to like who you are. Brad, one of my favorite things about you is your confidence, man. Okay. You studied the game for 20, 30 years. And guess what? Whoever joins you, they can have the same education, the same skill, and the same stuff as you in literally a year or two. It's insane.
And then what, how does that transform their life?
Well, number one, they can go do whatever they want for the rest of their life and they'll be winners and they can earn as much as they want. They'll love who they are. Opportunities will come left and right. Brad, do you know this? Since the people that have been with us for 6 months or a year that have done business with you, they've had people walk up and shake their hands because they perform so well with you. Now they're trying to get recruited out into other spaces. And they say, man, I love Brad Lee. I'm unrecruitable. But the deal is they're building a name for yourself. Brad, I'm going to tell you something. All that you want is to help grow people and make them badasses. That's all you want. I know what you want. If anybody knows Brad, it says real for a reason because he's the realest dude around. Okay. You work hard and you're committed. You join us. You'll take over the world. It's that easy. And by the way, take all the advice of what we said about Real Financial. If you don't join us, just do that shit in your own industry and you'll be the top 1% guaranteed and you'll smash everybody's ass. That's for sure. I'm all about culture, Brad.
Now, what if you're listening to this and you have already had other people from other companies trying to get you in, and we've just convinced them to do it, but they're going to go do it with whoever they talk to first or whoever they know in the industry. Like, do you want to go hang out with your buddies at the company or someone you talked to private or previously, or would you say, screw whoever you're going with? Real Financial is the only, or I should say the best option to go with.
Well, the deal is that you're not watching your buddy's podcast. You're watching Brad's podcast. Okay. Now I want to ask why you're watching Brad's podcast. Cause you know, the only way through wealth is through self-education. And Brad, I'm telling you, this is a school. You talk about like school, like they don't need to spend any money. All we need is their mind. God gave everybody a mind, Brad. I'm glad we're up to date with technology. I'm glad we're up to date with data. I'm glad we're up to date with powerful CRMs and all that and automation. Put your phone down and listen to the things that Bradley says. He says, if you'll use your mind and you'll join him and you'll work hard as a man or a woman, he'll make you successful. Freaking
Well, I'll show you how, because believe it or not, dude, they make themselves successful by doing what we just said. They would literally make themselves successful. But I see what you're saying. It ain't going to be me, though, folks. It's going to end up you that does it.
Well, Brad is humbly saying it's not going to be him, but what he's done is he's created a badass platform, system, live training events, and everything that ensures that you're successful, which means we hold you accountable.
Unless you're not willing to work, then you would not be.
Right. So, but Brad, I don't think your people are lazy. Look, some people,
they're dude, I get listened to by a lot of people, and some of them I guarantee are lazy. Some of them are weak. Some of them are scared.
They don't want to be anymore. That's the deal. They've been waiting for an opportunity. So my deal to everybody is this. And Brad, you've said this before. You can't save everybody, but you freaking die trying. Okay.
I say no. I say I can't save you unless you swim towards me.
That's right. But if they swim, your ass is going towards them.
If you swim towards me, bro, I got you.
That's it. And that's what I wanted to say is that, look, man, as we talk about like so much stuff in life that has to do with like life and how to sell, how to close, how to negotiate, how to overcome objections, how to build sales teams, all the other industries out there, we ain't trying to get anybody to leave anything. What we're trying to get everybody to do is understand one thing. Is what you're doing now getting you the life that you want? Yes or no?
And I want you to get out of the rat race, because I'm telling you right now, the way the world's going, they're separating. The middle class is going away. You're either getting rich or you're getting poor.
Yep.
There's not going to be in the between. So you better get rich, because I already know what it's like being poor. I grew up poor. I don't really, have any issues being poor. Like if I ended up poor, I'll still be happy.
Yeah.
I'll still figure it out. I'll still have, fun and whatnot. But dude, it's a lot more fun rich. And because that gap is separating, people always say, well, what's your advice to the people, on this side? And I'm like, jump. Like, dude, there's nothing there. Jump. Well, I don't want to quit my job. What if I can't find another one? You are the job. I'm going to show you how to build your own business, live as an entity instead of as a human and an individual, save taxes, make money, rub elbows with frickin' other like-minded people, figure out real estate deals and investments and all kinds of shit. It's not just selling insurance. It's literally, the easiest way for me to say it is you're getting out of the rat race.
Brad, can I say one thing too?
You're changing your environment.
Okay, so listen, I'm going to say two things, and then you
text the damn number.
Yeah, number one, text the number, the 712-409-30 or 7325. I don't know why I can't say that damn number, but it's 712-409-7325. I want to say something, Brad. Every person that's out there right now, every single one of them, I just want you to do this. Just do me a favor. Just go to your ATM. Okay. And I want you to ask yourself a question. Is the path you're on now going to allow you to retire? That's all I want to know. Okay. Because I know everybody one day does want to retire. Number two, I'm going to say something. Brad, I want to talk about side hustles because you're a massive entrepreneur. I don't believe in side hustles. Everybody's like, dude, I got side hustles. I got side hustles. I got side hustles. I'm going to explain side hustles for a minute, and then I'll go into, if you got massive side hustles that are making you millions of dollars, I'm cool. But for somebody that doesn't have 7 streams of income with multiple millions of dollars coming in, I want to get any low-level, non-earned coming entrepreneur to understand side hustles. Side hustles are very, very easy. A lot of people think that side hustles, they need a lot of them. No, they don't. Listen to me. If you do 5 things, Brad, you do 5 things and I only do 1, I'm going to smoke your ass at what I do at one thing. I'm going to kill you. There's no way you can compete with me if you do 5 and I only do 1. I'm going to bury you, man. So by the way, if I'm the top 1% in the world at what I do at any side hustle, 1, which means I don't get distracted by the others and I just do 1, I'm going to make a lot of money doing that one thing. Then that one thing is going to make me a lot of money. And then I'm going to invest that money, which is what you teach. Now you've got money to do things with. Now you've got 7 streams of income. I'm going to tell everybody who's an entrepreneur right now, an entrepreneur is to create. That's what it is, right? Okay. You made this vehicle. They walk out. They jump in it. Next thing you know, they grind their ass off. 3 years from now, they're multi-millionaires. They can continue to do it. They can go do whatever the hell they want because they have cash. How old are you right now? What would your life look like in 3 years from now if you spent the next 3 years with Brad Lee? If you spent the next 3 years making money? If you spent the next 3 years becoming the best in the freaking world at influencing, persuading, closing negotiations, overcoming objections, and building your brand and becoming a great person? Damn.
Networking. You left out a million things you're going to learn. Even if you quit, you're going to walk away with those skill sets, which are ultimately life
I would have given my legs away, Brad, to heard this when I was 23 years old.
Dude, if I would have heard it when I was 23 years old, man, I would be far ahead.
100 billionaire.
I would be far ahead. So again, Andy, on a regular basis, what are you doing for training? Like if people are thinking, yeah, but dude, I've never done it before. I don't know if I can sell. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, so it's really easy. So the second you text the number, we're going to get you pre-licensing. You're going to take your test. Second you take your test, you're going to pass your test, right? Once you get that, you come over to me. Now, what happens is you're going to have access to online training, which is Brad's VT system, which is wicked.
Multi-million-dollar interactive training and communication
It's the sickest
platform.
thing ever. Our whole Elliott Group thrives off his company. Now, listen to me. Now, this system, it shows you from A to Z exactly how to sell. Now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do live training. We role play calls. We show you how to do it. And by the way, it is very simple. You're not selling anybody anything. You're just helping people get something that they want. Everybody's born. Everybody's going to die. You're helping people on the worst day of their life, make sure that they have some money in place so their family isn't ruined when someone passes away. That is it. It's very simple. It's good. It helps people, and you can make a lot of money doing it, which is why Brad is like, dude, why didn't somebody tell me about this when I was younger? Okay, it's the best thing ever. When I sold cars. Sure, I provided a great service. That was awesome, but I wasn't really changing someone's life whenever I did that. Now we are. So I like all sales and I made up with it, but this niche individually, the low barrier of entry, what do we do daily? We train you how to be great. Number one, just being on the call, like physically watching this podcast, this is like a sales call daily with us. We talk to you. We help work out your problems. There's no way that you could fail unless you didn't do the work. That's it. Or unless you didn't get a license. But that's it. So everybody, I'm just telling you, Brad, watching this, like, dude, I'm psycho ate up with it. My goal is, as a lot of people are struggling, we have a big sales training company, which is Elliott Group. People call in every day. They're like, man, I got to go to the next level. I've got to level up. Dude, this doesn't even cost anything. It's free. And all you have to do is take action. That's it. So I'm grateful, man. I've seen a lot of your people that are amazing, that love you, and they're always inspired by you, and they always ask, hey, how do I do better at my job? And then I know why you created this, because you created it where they could actually have something if what they currently had they didn't want to do anymore. And that's what I love it. And that's why I love being a part of it, because as long as they get a license, they're ours. And I think they're the future.
Yeah, and I think anyone can get a license. It's not rocket science. I've seen some pretty dumb friends of mine get their license. And I mean, it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. You gotta study.
Dude, I had to take it twice. I'm just going to be honest.
But I mean, you got to study. You got to pay attention, because they're going to ask you specific questions. It's a regulated industry. So you got to. And by the way, if any of that scares you anyway, just listen. Text the number, or you can go, if you don't have a phone handy, I got a computer next to you, go to Brad Lee, L-E-A, bradlee.com/let's go. Now, I'd prefer you to text, because now once you text me, you get the information. Yep. And it's all automated. If you go in the other way, I got to rely on people giving you a call and trying to figure shit out. So text if you can, 712-409-7325. But again, if you don't want to do that, you can go to bradlee.com/let's go. But either way, get that shit done.
Yeah. And Brad, I know we're about to end this. I want to say one thing. If anybody's made it to this point in the call, you're the true 1%ers. Okay. Whether you switch, you don't do whatever. I just want you to understand something.
But this ain't a call. This is a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Dude, it was going to be a podcast. Now it sounds like a commercial.
No, it's not. What it is,
hey, I'm not afraid to do a commercial for Real Financial. I mean, dude, we're saving lives over here.
Well, what I hear
I'm just saying, I was going to interview you to get your freaking sales knowledge, get drop some bombs on all kinds of shit. But dude, it sounds like it just keeps going
Well, I
back
think
to
it's because
you need to be in real financial.
Well, I think it's because I wore the Real Financial Army shirt today, and that's all we've talked about, because that's how we've been killing it. And and by the way, we have multiple businesses, okay? This is just one way that if you're watching this, that you would like to be in close proximity to Brad or me or energy and fire and people who level you the hell up. You want to make some money. You want to partner with us? Good. This is it. It doesn't cost you anything. You get your license, you're on the team.
Young or old, it doesn't matter. Male or female, doesn't
Damn
matter.
right. That's it. So I think that when we talk about stuff, we give people like an opportunity, dude, all the sales training goes into it. When people listen to podcasts, a lot of people are looking for the next step, Brad. So I don't think it's a bad thing to give something out there for people, because I'm telling you, there's a time in my life where I wish somebody gave me a freaking road. Yeah. Well, it sounds like that's it.
No, I just like my sound effects. So just real quick though, if somebody's having an issue in the sales world, like this is separate than real financial.
Yeah.
They're having an issue in the sales world, right? They don't know how to sell, they don't know how to close, but they're willing to. They're on a sales team, they're just sucking. What would you have them do?
Well, so number one, that's our niche, and that's how me and Brad partner together. We own a company called the Elliott Group. If you don't know who I am, I'm Andy Elliott. Literally becoming the greatest salesperson in the history of time has never been easier, because we are in the era of the worst salesman in the history of time. So if you want to be great, if you want to literally recreate yourself, have massive confidence, learn how to be a public speaker, physically get what you want in life in every area of life, look in the mirror and like who the hell you are. That's where I come in.
And people say, well, I don't want to be a public speaker. You already are one.
You already are one. You already are one. You talk to your wife. Does she want to listen to you? If she don't want to listen to you, guess what? Learn how to speak, learn how to communicate, learn how to talk. By the way, we're just saying communication. That's what closing is, Brad. Me and you, we call ourselves closers, right? Which means we can close transactions. That means communications. We're master communicators. We make it easy to say yes to, hard to say no to, and we make it the customer's idea every single time. We play chess. We don't play checkers like amateurs. There's amateurs and pros. Did everybody agree 99% of the world is amateurs? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. We're pros. You know what that means? We'll teach you to be pros. So the Elliott Group.
We can transfer certainties, so we can transfer certainly.
Come on, man. Hey, but so every time I'm on here, I've always said this. Our company is the Elliott Group. We're in Scottsdale, Arizona, and everybody texts us all the time.
If you're a sales, I mean, because I got a lot of entrepreneurs listening. If you have a sales team and you want someone to train you, that's who I would have train your sales team. So hit him up on I'd hit up the Elliott Group.
Yeah, let me give you my cell phone.
Also, if you guys just want to go check out his YouTube channel, he gets shit tons of views on his YouTube. It's all free. People talking about they learn more on his YouTube, free YouTube, than they have with some sales courses that are paid
that they pay for. Yeah, and just check it out. I mean, and by the way, listen, I believe in total recreation. Before we get off this, I'm going to say this, that 918-210-0254, my cell phone, you can text me, but I want to talk about this. If you're not where you want to be, if you're not, I will take you there. I will stretch you. I will beat on you until you become that. Brad said, well, some people don't want to do that. Guess what? Then you're not right for me. But for you crazy people out there that are really ready to go to another level, that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, I promise you I'm your dude.
That's right. Sure. That's why we're a good mix. You bring that intensity, and I bring the chill, laid back coolness of it all.
We got the same goals.
You know why? Because I like to say you're a coach, I'm a consultant. People are like, what's the difference? Dude, I'll tell you what to do, but I'm not going to show up and get in your face and see if you're doing it and motivate you and tell you how good you are and blah, blah, blah. That's what a coach does. Coach gets you to come out of yourself. A coach gives you to give more than you would give without a coach. A consultant just tells you what to do. I mean, I tell people what to do, dude, but I don't show up like you do. I don't freaking get up in there and like every night of the week you're on coaching calls, coaching and literally molding these people. And I've seen people, 20 years old to 60 years old going, holy shit, dude, where's this been my whole life?
Yeah.
So again, you don't need to join Real Financial to access old Andy Elliott. If you have a sales team or you are a salesperson that wants sales training, he does all kinds of sales training, not just Real Financial. But if you're interested in making money and you want to join Real Financial and you want to work with me and him and everything we talked about the whole podcast long, dial 712-409-7325. The link will be in the rest. And as always, till next time, keep it real.
Love you guys.
dropping bombs with the real Bradley. Subscribe now.